the new Audi A8. No, wait, that's the new A6. Do you remember the times when the roads were full of large sedans like the Peugeot 605, the Renault Safran and the Ford Orion? Well, those times are long gone now because, well, the heavy artillery is here. BMW, Mercedes, the new Audi A6. This beauty is quite similar to its predecessor, but there are some important differences. The front mask is now sharper and aggressive. The headlights are narrower and nicer. And like the bigger A8, it's packed with lots of tech. Sensors, LiDAR, cameras, radars. Yes, this car looks elegant, yet at the same time in this color, it looks quite mean. But the engineers couldn't help themselves but play a little bit. We've known the adaptive LEDs for a while now, but they said that's a little bit too boring. Let's animate the LEDs as well. Actually, let's animate them at the back as well. Look at this. You might think such things are silly, but I think little details like this just add to the overall pleasant experience of owning such a car, and your pride of having its keys in your pocket. The rear really reminds me of the BMW 5, while the LEDs accentuate its elegance and aggressiveness. Its sharp profile lines are another detail that visually take the car to a whole different level. The interior looks quite futuristic from certain angles. There are quite a few light-colored decorative slats and the distinct shelf, which is also present in the A8. Audi decided to switch out a lot of the physical buttons with touch ones, which play a satisfying click. The rear passengers have their climate controls without any mechanical buttons, for example. The seats will depend on your chosen package. This car had the S-Line ones. Right now, the A6 offers diesels from 150 to 210 kilowatts, or 204 to 286 horsepower, which all include a mild hybrid system. They will soon be joined by less and more powerful petrol and diesel engines. Sitting in this new Audi A6, well, because I drove the new A8, it's very similar inside. So if you own both of them, and if you do, call me, then you'll probably notice that it's very much like the A8, its bigger brother, but a little bit narrower. But of course, if you don't own both of them, you probably won't notice that. It's very nice in here. Everything, of course, is digital, like in the A8. The climate controls, the infotainment screen, the digital instrument cluster. So yeah, it's the era of digitalness. Because this car has an S-Line package, it of course also features the S-Line. Okay, this car wants to stop in the middle of the road. It also features the S-Line steering wheel, which of course I always said it and I'm still saying it, it's fantastic. It's so nice to grip and it's just lovely to look at. Also, an interesting thing, because this car has soft close doors, which means if you don't close the doors all the way, they will close by themselves, softly. That's why it's soft close. But it doesn't have soft close just at the front, it also has soft close at the back, as it should be, because it's an executive limousine. Well, actually in English that would be a sedan, I guess. Anyway, the 3-liter V6 diesel is, to me, sounds lovely. Also has plenty of power, which I'm not going to show you at the moment because we're in an area where there's a US embassy, so they'll probably send attack helicopters at us if I press the throttle. And it's got quite a lot of power, but the same problem as the A7. It's a bit sluggish when you suddenly want power and you press the throttle all the way after you've been driving normally, even on sport mode. I don't know why. Then it has plenty of power, but it takes a while to get there. And of course, because this car is also designed for long distance driving, for managers and CEOs, it's very quiet, refined and comfortable inside. So nice to be in.
Do you like it? Then sit down and get ready. The base A6 with the 204 horsepower diesel will cost 55,000 euros, while the most powerful quattro version with all of the optional extras comes up to 140,000 euros. The new Audi A6 is really nice, but I'll have to work for a few more centuries to afford it.